So we will start another session of practice like this morning. So when we're doing Tsalung, when we're doing the 9 breathing, in Tummo teaching practices, it's always about 5 energy centers and the 3 channels. It's always, which is related with our body, field of energy and mind. Always is about ideas clearing, right? So when we do the Tsalung, just think about it, clearing. So for a moment, feel all the blessings from the lineage, from Tujia Kundul, or the lineage of Tummo, through the teacher, to ourselves. Meditation on 3 Tongras, just refresh your self-transformation in the Tujia Kundul, refresh with all the internal anatomy of 3 channels, 5 chakras, and refresh in the central channel. So these outer body, inner anatomy, the secret in the central channel of flame, the awareness. Allow to change, allow to transform, feel different, be connected to that different transformation of 3 kayas. Spend a little time on each and emphasize more on one which you feel more strong, needed. And breathe deep and slow. You no longer have your old body, you have Tujia Kundul, which embodies all the enlightened quality. You no longer have ordinary samsaric bloody organs like that, but you have more pure energy centers in your body. You no longer have this central channel block and dark, but it's more open and illuminated with a bliss. You just feel that your 3 levels of shift transformation continue. Yep. Now maintain 3 kayas, the transformation of 3 kaya, your different body, different anatomy, different awareness. Maintain these 3 continuously. So bring a little more attention and awareness in your life, particularly in your body. The underlying frozen fear, pain, stories of the past, sometimes more than many generations. Just trying to bring more aware of them as noticing your family, parents, people around, culture, and see that, seeing in them, trying to see in yourself, or just trying to see directly in yourself, these blockages of energy in your body that not supporting your mind. Mind is feeling dark, negative, pressed down, lonely, whatever the emotion expressions of those traces are, trying to bring aware in your body. So as we do the breathing of Tigle, as this practice is clearing the channels. Channel, of course, is referring to 3 channels in the body, but it means beyond that, the path of life. In many areas in our life, the things are blocked. It's being blocked, it's staying blocked. But there is a possibility to open one's life completely into new life, new world. So feel that trust and possibility. So being aware of all these frozen fear and pain stories, and whatever you are aware, so breathe it out when you exhale, slow and deep and long. So let's do the clearing the channels, practice of clearing the channels of sphere of light, Tiglis. Feel more and more in these 3 kaya, in this 3-dimension transformation. There's more bliss. There's more light in your body. There's less fear, there's less pain and stories in your body. Breath has the power to clear them and bring the light and the bliss in the body. Just feel that trust and continue breathing with joy and feel like your body is changing. And continue, we will listen to the Saleva mantra as we continuously breathe. Just once again, refresh, restart, re-energize your body. Just feel you have a different body, different anatomy, different awareness, and they are clear, they are blissful, they are illuminated. Feel your body is shifting, changing through every breath. Continue.
Nie przerywamy i odświeżamy ponownie, restartujemy, można powiedzieć, to nasze przekształcenie na poziomie ciała, na poziomie wewnętrznej anatomii i na poziomie umysłu. Czujemy, że wcześniejszy strach, niepokój został zastąpiony przez błogość, rozkosz. Wszystko jest oświetlone, wszystko jest świeże. Poczuj to.
So, in the practice of Tummo, this is not like a short practice. This is a practice of continue, become very familiar with practice and channels and chakras and the breath and awareness. So, idea here is transforming body into Tugje Kundal, having enlightened anatomy inside, having awakened awareness inside in the body. We understand the concept of it, right? Practice. We might not understand everything, that how it works, why it works, and we got to have some trust there. Or anyway, there's not much other thing left unless you trust or don't trust. And if you're practicing, you feel the shift and transformations. Many times these transformations are not something that you forcefully make them, but they manifest effortlessly as a result of the practice. So, of course, tomorrow we will continuously talk about this idea of protection, like a sungkur, we call it. Like even the amulet that we wear, it's called sungkur. So, the protecting what we have created. So, protecting your new body if you have created one. If there's no new body, but then you just learn to protect in case when the new body will come, you know how to protect. Protecting the inner anatomy, basically protecting our body, speech, and ourselves. So idea of protection here is important. So we'll talk tomorrow more. So generally, as we are working with these teaching and practices, as we always talk about, I think paying a little closer attention to our body, speech, and mind. If you look at the prayers, always talking about the body, speech, and mind, right? So, lula dedu mepung barwatan, may the flame of blissful heat blaze in my body. So, may the power of my speech manifest. May the realization of wisdom in my mind manifest, right? This is talking, it's obviously very clear. Basically, may my body be well. May I manifest all the potentiality in my body. May I manifest all the potentiality in my speech and my heart. So this is what we want, right? So all these years when we are practicing, we are trying to do a personal work, spiritual work. That's what we were looking for. That's what we want for. This morning I said, how are we doing with journey? Generally, I think we are doing good. I think I'm talking here in Polish Sangha. I think you're all doing very well. Came a long way, but there is clearly a lot of more space for improvement. Paying close attention to your body, paying close attention to your speech, paying close attention to your mind, and always looking from personal perspective, and always willing to look at your downside of yourself. For example, if somebody never acknowledges the true connection to the pain, that person will never have a bliss in their life, I guarantee you that. The person who is never willing to go closer to their own inner darkness will never discover light, I guarantee you. The person who is never willing and open to go deeper in your heart and discover these wounds and see the faces of these wounds will never discover the true joy. So openness and willingness to go deep and see our darker side, pain side, is fundamentally important. I don't know the idea of calling it darker side, I don't like it very much. There should be better expression of it, but this is what we do, that's why I'm saying it. So you can really, if you're open to it, you really have opportunity to do that. what might not work or what can be a bigger obstacle when the medicine become a poison. The medicine which is supposed to heal you is reacting negatively towards you. Then it can be difficult. So for example, the practice is supposed to tame your ego. If it is making your ego stronger, it's a problem. Practices which is supposed to reduce your anger, if it's making you more angry, it's a problem. The people are fundamentally nice. I don't think any person is fundamentally bad. It's the same thing I say, any children, every children is beautiful, potentiality, but every children not same capacity, they not have the same capacity of other kids. So parents' job is not to make every children the top children. The job is to make every children in their best ability. If parents' job is not to make children trying to make them do what you fail to do. Your job is to find their own inner mission or their journey, whatever their deep, their potentiality is. Trying to find that and trying to put that blessings and support. So what I'm saying is, if you look at your own as a practitioner, you don't have to become somebody else. Very often we compare ourselves with others. I don't know. I wish I have eyes of that person, nose of that person. I don't know. What else? So it's not that. You don't have to become anybody. You have to become yourself. The idea is you are already complete and full. You have to discover yourself, what we call self-realizations, realization of your potentiality. That's always, be curious about, I can improve more. I can live fuller. I can be happier. But of course you can be. But in order to be happier, you have to recognize your sad face. Sad, frozen face is present in the moment. And in your head, you have an image of the happy face. You have a real face is unhappy, and you have an image of a happy face. How you see nowadays in the internet age, you see it's very funny, right? Every now and then you see all these people, especially younger people, especially teenage girls, You see that they're going all these kind of things. So they're trying to bring that happy Tukje Kundal transformation for a snapshot. Why we love taking pictures? Because picture lasts. You see one happy smile, stays there for a long time. So I think it's very, very important for us to see this sense of commitment. I wanted to defroze my pain and fear in my body. I wanted to defroze my fear and pain in my speech. I wanted to defroze my pain and fear in my heart. I wanted to defroze all of them. Every time you freeze something, you have, even in microwave, there's one button called defroze. We have to defroze that. Tummo, the fireball, the fire, the heat, the bliss. Why fire? Because we have to defroze. It's a simple reason. But on a different levels. On a physical level, we have to defroze. On an energetic speech level, we have to defroze. In the heart and the mind, deep inside level, we have to defroze. Look at our speech, for example. Are you aware of your speech? Have you improved your speech? Able to speak direct, able to speak clear, able to speak the point. It takes a lot of energy to listen to some people. Okay, go ahead. They speak very long, and you have to find the point, what they're trying to say. Sometimes story is so long, painful, confusing, you can even difficult to find the point. And sometimes you think you're trying to talk to people, and you think people are not listening to you. You wanted to be heard. I understand that you wanted to be heard, but you have to recognize you have to speak clear. Maybe people have been trying to listen to you for a long time. They've given up because it's not clear what you're really trying to say. I know most of the time what really people wanted to say is very simple. Very, very simple. Love me, respect me, acknowledge me. I'm here. Yes, I see that you're here. It's simple things. Long story. So it doesn't have to be that. Everything can be said, but you don't have to hurt anybody. Important to be aware of that, not hurt other people. What you feel hurt, express that. Find the best way to express it. And if you're interested to finding a best way to express it, you will find. It requires practice, it requires awareness, it requires care, it requires compassion and kindness, it requires respect. It's possible, no? The idea of when there is openness and respect. Disagreements are good because it's a source of knowledge. When openness and respect is not there, disagreements are not good because it's a source of pain. So when there is disagreement, there should be there should be respect and openness there too. If it's missing, this is what you need to fill it up. So, during the last couple of years, during pandemic, or even before pandemic, we started the Tummo retreats, right? I have talked a lot about resting. Do you remember? Everybody remembers I'm talking a lot about resting. And then what happened? Pandemic happened. It's forced everybody to rest. They did not give the best name, calling it lockdown, shelter in. I've been calling it a global retreat, personal retreat. So opportunity. And I said, afterward, we will look back. We are doing it right now. So what happened during those times? What did you do? How did you use that time? That's important. Did you use good? Have you been helpful? Opportunity to be closer to the family, friends? Of course, it's not easy moment. It was a difficult moment. A lot of people, domestic violence, alcoholic problems, depressions. Many people lost life not because of the pandemic, because of what they are not able to cope with those kind of isolations and being alone. So it's an opportunity for all of us to really, I hope that many of you are able to rest well, Now, maybe it's a time to manifest. Manifest your compassion, manifest your kindness, manifest your fire, body, manifest new body, manifest new voice, manifest this, as Tummo was saying, voice of your power and compassionate voice. Manifest your heart. Live fully. Regardless of age group. Everybody I'm talking, right? Especially when you're getting older, and you have more reason to live fully, because you don't know how much time is left.
Posuwamy się w latach, ile nam jeszcze zostało.
More chances, What do you worry about? Have you not worried enough? Did worry bring anything good? Do you realize it's a time to know worrying does not help? In one of the Buddhist texts, it says, if there's something you can fix it, not worry about it. If there's something you cannot fix it, then don't worry about it because you're not going to fix it anyway. So worrying does not have a place unless somebody is just weak and just habit to worry. Worry does not have a place. Feel the fire, energy, and change things. If the change is necessary. If you cannot change it, don't worry about it. Then take a good nap, a good holiday. When you come out of the holiday, you will feel already changed. Good nap, you will already feel more energy. But worrying.
Ale naprawdę nie ma sensu się martwić.
People say something like, "Oh, I wanted to go a weekend alone, but just by myself. I wanted to think." You've been thinking during a whole week, getting involved with so many other people thinking together. If that did not help, why some extra thinking in the weekend will help? Thinking doesn't help, but resting will make you think clearer. So rest. That makes sense? So this whole idea of being, resting, and recognizing your potentiality and manifesting. These are important, understand like that. This whole idea, I'm personally very interested in these concepts about, this whole idea about people generally being in a very, body is always too defensive, too protecting itself. There's no threat. Nothing is needed to protect from. It's spending so much energy to protect itself from when there's no threat. And it's draining itself all the time. I think many people live life like that. So they're always very defensive and protective and losing all the energy. Just relax. Nobody is going to threat you. You're just creating enemy by yourself. Breathing. Remember how you're breathing right now? How are you? Good? You see? If you're in that space, you're not losing energy, feeling safe. Defensive mechanism is behind, not working. It will come out instantly when it's needed to come out. It will protect you. But if it's always in a protective mood, when you really need protection, it does not have energy. You don't have energy anymore. No clarity, no energy. So don't use your precious biological energy for nothing. And when you are using for nothing, be aware of that, breathe deep, clear it, and just enjoy the peaceful
istnienia.
So I know I have said that already, but I'm reminding, at least I'm reminding myself, if not to,
A
if you're
jeśli-
not hearing it, I'm reminding myself.
Obym dzięki samowyzwoleniu przynosił pożytek innym.